Formerly on Plague Pals Players. Travelers are faced with an anomaly on the high road, the town of Nightstone with its drawbridge down during times of war. On closer inspection, desolation, watchtowers left empty, nothing living, or so it seems. After weighing Runt and gauging the strength of the bridge, they advance, all but Kyros observing that something terrible has happened to this town. Boulders scattered amongst homes and stores. Runt knows the handiwork of giants, warning the others that there has been a battle here, but no giants seem to remain. Ambrose from atop a tower senses that danger lurks ahead. Runt, in a failed attempt to toss a rock, hits a watchtower and scatters stones across the path. Two warg are attracted by the sound and attack Ignar, starting a skirmish at the gates. With the arrival of Xinix the Bard, the warg are soon downed, and the group begins a mostly cautious search of the town. They find a dead pig that Kyros loots and Skola gives last rites to. They kill an aggressive goblin and plunder her goods, and then face their greatest threat yet, stairs. After defeating that obstacle, they find a lone woman upstairs in the tavern. Oh, and beer. Kella Darkhope tells them that she was abandoned when the town fled during a cloud giant attack. After some questioning, she reveals that she, like some members of the group, was after information regarding the Nightstone, now possibly missing. Meanwhile, Kyros mumbles to himself in Undercommon, and Ignar screams when he hears Xinix's voice in his head. Kella tells them that the townsfolk were headed toward the Dripping Caves. Guided by the unseen forces of lore, they have a journey unknown before them, their path undecided, yet perilous at every turn. This, however, is known. They will unlock many secrets, defeat countless enemies, and drink copious amounts of ale before the end. Yet that end may come sooner for some. Welcome to the Storm King's Thunder.
Wow, guys, so welcome back to session 2 of the Storm King's Thunder. How amazing was that, right?
Yeah.
We just end it here. That's all that we need.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything.
A bunch of those.
Roll the credits.
Thank you for joining us for episode 2.
So, we come back to our intrepid heroes, or heroes? Are they ever at all? They are
intrepid to stretch too.
They have just kind of wormed some information out of this kind of strange, mysterious woman in front of them, and she finally revealed that she had heard the innkeeper saying that he was gathering everyone who was still alive and taking them to the Dripping Caves. And that's where we pick back up.
All right.
What's the Dripping Caves?
How would I know?
Well, you seem to know that they all went there. Did they not tell you where they were going?
Do you think if they had told me that they would have left me behind? I was up here, locked in my room. I couldn't get out. And they all just left me behind.
Maybe it was like a Home Alone moment and you slept in. I don't know.
You try sleeping when cloud giants are attacking.
Don't tell me twice.
Of the 6 of us, he's probably the one that's actually done that.
Really?
Well, did anyone happen to see a sign directing us to the Dripping Caves?
Did you notice one before? I didn't see any signs on my way in here.
Hey, Lord, did we notice any signs?
Yeah.
You did not.
Okay.
Can I get a history check on signs?
Well, I was actually going to ask if, since I was doing stuff in the Ardeep Forest, would I know where these Dripping Caves might be?
Actually, give me a history check with advantage since you were kind of just in that area.
Heck yeah. Well, first one's a 5. And that's a 16 plus, you said history? Plus 0. I'm not that intelligent. So 16.
16. I would say that you would know that it's kind of like these bat caves up to the north. They're attached to the Ardeep Forest. They're like kind of in the mountains, like right at where the Ardeep Forest begins. So you didn't really head over there because you were like in the forest, but you kind of recall where they generally are. But they're north.
Gotcha. Right. Well, I might know what area that's in, but I've never been there myself. So if you want, I could try and be a guide for you on the way there, but I can't promise you that we won't get lost on our way.
It's more than we've got without you, so
I'm sure I might be able to pick up their tracks as well.
Aye, well, if we all put our heads together, I'm sure we might find them.
I shall supply the tune for the road.
that's a figurative put our heads together runt. We don't actually have to all get together for that.
Brett was like about to headbutt somebody. It's like, oh, okay, thank you.
All right, you don't want to.
No,
do that
thank
with
you.
me.
Lauren, we can't hear you.
Oh.
At least
Oh. Hold on.
okay, you're back.
Okay, never mind. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He's trying to say
I
something
don't
and I
know what
heard.
happened. So Kayla is kind of looking around at you guys, and she's like, "Wait! You are going to leave me alone in this town or whatever this is
Oh, no,
with
of course.
goblins everywhere?"
Well, there
What-
weren't any
you
goblins that
care
we saw
for
except the two
yourself.
here, and you seem to be doing fine. You want to come with us?
Of course
Aye,
not.
I
We would never
mean-
abandon a maiden.
Did you not hear us
Well-
say that we're better when we put our heads together?
Well,
Um,
figure-
You're my new
figuratively-
friend.
She looks at Runt very much like, he's gonna headbutt me. And she's like,
Figuratively.
I think I saw some guards still in the keep. Maybe they'll go with you, but I just don't feel like going on a journey like that right now. I mean, I got hit in the head with a rock, remember?
So you're
Brent is
complaining that
really
we're going to leave
disappointed.
you here, and when we offer to bring you with us, you just say no.
Complaining?
Should we lock the door on our way
Complaining.
out?
Lads, the lady's been through a lot. We let her
And we
be.
have not.
Thank you.
I don't know about y'all.
She-
I met you with a line of ducks last episode, so I don't know if you've been through a lot or not.
I will. Maybe, ma'am, if this will help you feel more comfortable before we head off, we can talk to one of these town guards about if you said that they're still around town, they can protect you while we head off.
I don't mind the sound of that.
Well, wonderful.
Just so you know. Oh,
Aye.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask in what direction you thought the guards would be, but I did not mean to cut you off, miss.
I think she said they were in the
Well,
keep.
they are in the keep. I saw some signs of a fire last night, but I didn't dare venture out in the dark.
So keep with the inaccessible bridge on.
Yes, that would be it. She kind of looks at you like snidely.
Great.
And she's gonna point across the hall to the left. I'm pinging where she's pointing to. She says, "That's old Morak's room. If anyone in this town probably had a map, it would have been him or anyone in the keep. If you want to look in there. He was the owner of the Nightstone Inn."
Sorry, can you ping one more time?
Yes, I can.
Ren goes, okay, I got it, and he starts trying to cram his way through the doorway.
Get what? Whatever.
I think he makes it through. If not, with his expedient pace, he probably cracks the doorway a little bit.
Don't worry, it's not Runt we're worried about. It's the rest of us in the house we're worried about.
Yeah, remember the stairs incident that we almost all collapsed?
Yeah, we're pretty sure
Yeah, I
Runt is
forget.
going to be fine. We're worried about the rest of us in the house.
That's fair.
That's not a structural support beam, is it?
I think Skola's worried. I think Skola would go, right, Runt, are you okay there?
Oh
Don't
yeah,
hurt yourself down the stairs.
I'm totally
Frazzled.
fine, but thank you for asking, Goat Man.
I have an okay. That's fine.
Does
just-
Ren see
So-
anything in the room?
Yeah, so Runt, as you enter, you see that most of the furnishings in Morak's room were completely destroyed when a rock flattened that northwest corner of the inn. Hanging on the east wall is a tapestry depicting the local landscape, and tucked under the window in the southeast corner is a locked wooden chest. What remains of the floor is what appears to be safe to walk on.
Kyros runs in after Runt looking for anything that's worth anything.
To steal.
Just,
Yeah.
Ooh.
oh, nice. First roll.
I'm going to mosey on in as well. Just
I will
think-
also join.
I think Runt's just gonna climb out of the building and just stand next to it because that's more comfortable, and just peer in.
still at eye level with the rest of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Kyros, you can see with nat 20 on your investigation, you can see that there was like a hastily scrawled in ink, like circle in the mountainside of this tapestry that's on the east wall. And you can kind of make out that due to how hastily it was scrawled and how it's not faint, but you can tell he didn't have time to have an even hand or have an even dip when he went into the ink pot. You can kind of deduce that this was probably Morak's 1 second ditch attempt to try to tell people where they were.
I
Great.
think I see the mountain range in this tapestry that we're supposed to go to find them.
You think?
I think. Well, I mean, there's the mountain that's circled. What do you expect?
Now, while you are taking some time
Fair
to look
enough.
at this tapestry, you can flick your eyes over and see that the only thing of real value is probably in this big chest.
Hmm.
I think Runt sees you eyeing the chest and he goes, "Oh, do you want me to get that for you?" And he just reaches over, just begins to pull it open.
Well, it is locked.
Can I make a strength check to try to get it open?
Yeah, go
Do
ahead.
it. Do it.
I would
Oh,
say
no,
a
I
DC
rolled a
16.
5.
Oh,
He goes, "Oh, I
Um,
get it open. I'm
You
sorry."
see that it's locked, and your giant fingers try to like pry underneath the lid and the lip of it, but your nail breaks as you try to get under there, and you are unsuccessful in opening the chest.
I actually have a question on this
Oh.
one, just because I haven't seen this system with Roll20. Did he roll with disadvantage just now?
So it's basically it's always the one on the left, unless you're rolling with advantage or disadvantage.
Oh,
funny.
it just does them
It just
always?
always rolls 2,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
you take the first
That's
one.
annoying.
Interesting.
Runt's a little upset about his nail, but he like tries to hide it to be brave. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't get it open. Sorry."
And I just
I think Skola will kiss it to make it feel
Oh.
better.
Who left?
Someone left.
Aye, is that what you think I could do?
I mean,
Right, that's rather presumptuous of you. I mean, I could heal it right now, but that's not something that I'm gonna
Will it
save
go
my
more
spells.
better?
all right.
Listen,
Tough
we've
crowd,
been very
jeez.
hasty about just healing everyone. Okay, I'm
Can-
almost out of heal slots.
I mean, I'm entirely out of heal slots, which is why I'm kind of throwing this to you. 'Cause
I have one left.
you're the only like support, and I'm the half support. So
Hey,
So Skola,
yeah.
are you in that room?
Yes.
This one?
Yeah, so
Would you
I
like to
can
give me like a
move
perception
myself.
or investigation check?
Sure. That's a 6.
So
Right,
you kind of see
it's
this
a
room.
beautifully made tapestry. Whoever made this put a lot of work into it, and it looks gorgeous, I might say.
Oh, okay, so I see. You're in the other room. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So you can see this tapestry. You honestly don't even really deduce that it's the same thing that you were just walking around in.
I don't know where this is, but it's a really pretty tapestry. It looks great.
Somehow you think you wound up in another house.
It's
So-
crazy how these houses are so closely connected.
I want to try to open the
Skola,
chest.
the houses are like 30
Well-
yards apart.
Ignar says, "Leave it to a dwarf to handle strength things."
I mean, Ignar, I do have a crowbar that we might be able to
No.
use. Okay. All right.
No.
Oh.
Okay, let's use the crowbar.
Same thing. Ignar goes down there, tries to pry it open. Do you want to give me like an investigation check when you're down there?
Yes, I do. There it is.
Okay, with a 13, you can see that this chest is pretty much like it's been made to where you will have to pick the lock to get into this chest. Unless you do like smashing it with a boulder or something like that, like drastic, which I mean could be a possibility knowing this crew. But
Yeah.
you
Runt
would
hears
need
the word smashing.
Smashing.
Not sure how well a dwarf is going to do. A giant couldn't handle it.
So we can't open this unless we lockpick it or have the key. Everybody.
I'm gonna let me see if the crowbar agrees.
Can I
Okay.
give an
Let's try.
investigation check for the key?
Maybe look behind the map.
So the crowbar is okay. Strength with advantage.
Oh,
I'm glad I had advantage,
Thank God.
but
same thing. It kind of groans, maybe just a little bit, but doesn't budge.
damn.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, that
Oh
crowbar
my
really worked there.
I don't see a key
Everybody
anywhere.
forgets that the tapestry is where they need to go.
Actually, are we on the first or second floor right now with this chest?
You're on the second floor.
And we're in this northern room with the hole?
Yes.
Great. I am going to push it off the hole off a one-story
Wait,
drop and see if it smashes open.
No.
We have delved into becoming cavemen at this point. This is what we are.
I'm
We are
sorry, mates.
cavemen.
I don't have anything fancy like that. When all else fails, I like to say gravity.
That's gonna destroy anything that could be inside that. That's fragile and worth a lot of money.
You can't prove that it's worth money. But I
Because we don't know
agree.
what it
we
is.
shouldn't just shove things off cliffs.
How are you just gonna hit
So,
Runt's foot on the way down?
Yeah.
Are you pushing it off?
Well, with
Too
that
late.
prompting, first I'm going to say, heads up, run.
No.
I think Runt is still taller than you are at this point. You don't.
When he sees it happening, I don't think he quite reacts.
Great.
Um,
I push it off onto the rubble below.
Give me a luck check. If you roll a 5 or higher, it's gonna land on a rock and bust open.
Okay. Remind me how to do a luck check in 5?
Just
Just
a
a D20.
random d20. Just a d20. Don't add anything.
Got higher than a 5.
We're rolling
All right.
terrible.
So you see,
Hey.
Yeah.
That one nat 20 at the beginning soaked up all our luck.
Xinix just kind of like shoves his way through, shoulders his way through, just gives it a hefty shove, and the chest falls down, cracks open, and you guys can see kind of that there is some stuff in there. You see maybe some chainmail, maybe like a helm, and then there's kind of like something shiny in there too, but you're upstairs, so.
If any of this
I'm gonna-
stuff
I'm gonna
is
jump down.
busted, I'm finding your ducks.
Hey, leave my little friends out of this.
I
so-
agree. Don't do anything to the ducks. What did they do? They didn't push anything off.
I
of
didn't
the
say what I was
second-story
gonna do to the
building.
ducks. I said I'm gonna find them.
Oh,
You
great,
definitely
okay.
Ooh.
a little bit of turducken going on. Like,
I suppose Runt leans down and investigates the shiny object.
As he's doing that, Kyros runs out the door because he doesn't want to jump and break his femur.
So are you running down the stairs, Kyros?
Yes. Oh no.
No.
Oh no!
I mean, he is. He is, but
Give me a acrobatics check. Okay, 13. I was gonna say DC 10, so you can get down there.
okay.
You might stumble on like the first stair because you remember, oh, there is holes in these stairs, but you manage to get down.
Good.
Can I do a flip off of the second story to the ground?
I was gonna do the same thing. Right, let's go together.
How does that work? You have climbing, but you don't have like jumping, do you?
Not
Everybody's
really.
got falling.
Yeah.
I have jumping.
It's a trick of the bot
mean-
of trade, gravity.
I mean, I have
I-
mirthful leaps.
Oh yeah, I would say that you can jump down, but I would say that Ambrose, you got to give me an acrobatics check.
Right,
Okay.
it goes like this, and then I just jump out.
Does a 16 work?
16, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. So you see Skola does a little like click with his heels as he jumps into the air, lands nimble as a goat on one of the rocks that was blasted through, like the biggest boulder that blasted through this roof. And then Ambrose kind of like with a little less jauntiness jumps down as well, lands gracefully. Are we all downstairs now, or?
Nimble as a goat.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
you know something
slowly and
else?
carefully.
No, I
take the
know.
I
stairs.
no longer make these jumps quite as I used to.
It's just a new idiom that I thought cats are supposed to have 9 lives.
Yeah, well, we're on the 9th.
Oh.
Okay, so as you approach, you don't have to do an investigation check because the treasure is open. The chest is open, but so you will now see that there is a suit of chainmail sized for a dwarf, a dwarven
me.
helm.
Did Ignar and Xinix come down?
Ignar was the first down, but he
Okay.
said he was carefully coming down, and so did Xinix.
Oh, actually, before I descend, I'm gonna poke my head into the other room with what's her name, Kella.
Kella.
Be like, anything we can do before we head out, ma'am.
And she's just kind of going to eye you, and then she goes, I don't need anything else from you. Give me a investigate or perception check.
That was why I thought of this. Investigation, you said?
Perception.
Dang it. You sure? You sure it can't be investigation?
Well, if you were intentionally going in there, 16's gonna do it. So you
That's
see
fine.
that as you guys were in the other room, somehow this little flying snake has now joined her, and she was kind of like, before you turn the corner, she was like whispering something to it.
So hey, this is I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit for this one. Lord, do you remember the spell I cast last game without anybody else's knowledge?
Yes.
I go ahead and have my unseen servant grab the snake.
Awesome. You see the snake, because the snake is going to immediately like straighten out and just kind of freak out and start flailing. She's gonna look at you and narrow her eyes, and she's like, "What are you doing here? What do you know? Who sent you?"
Oh God, I'm doing things now. Okay.
Wheels are in motion.
Ma'am, I'm a
Dang it, I
humble
like
traveler
this
on the
character.
road.
Bull. Tell me the truth.
I mean, my
Well,
journey has brought
actually,
me
give me-
here. What?
Yeah, give me a deception check.
Deception check?
Or no, performance check. Sorry, performance.
Performance.
It's been nice playing this campaign with you.
Well, okay. Well, I was gonna say, this road has brought me in search of Are we after again? Is it the Darkstone?
The Nightstone.
Nightstone, close. I've been searching for the Nightstone. It's a little journey of mine, road to road, adventure to adventure, and now I'm looking for it. Performance.
She's kind of gonna narrow her eyes at you. Okay, she's gonna narrow her eyes and kind of just be like, "Are you looking for the snail or the squid?"
Excuse me, what?
Never mind. Please release my snake. I feel like we're here on different things. Since you were coming to me, she kind of is like trying to backpedal now. She had made it, you can tell like very obviously that she had made an assumption and it was incorrect. So she's just kind of backpedaling. She's like, I thought you were with someone. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Will you please release my snake?
Tell you what, I'll make you a little deal here. If you could tell me just about this, you said it was a squid and a what now? Tell me who these two people or groups are, and sure, no harm, no foul. Snake goes free. Persuasion.
Yeah.
I think that's called extortion.
Charisma.
Ooh. Okay.
Charisma.
That's coming in
She's gonna-
the next edition.
She's kind of gonna narrow her eyes at you, and she goes, "Wait, so you don't know who the snail is? Like, Black Market, Zentarum, the snail?" And
I can't say I have. Only whispers and rumors, but not personally.
well, fine. I'm here on work for the Zentarum, which you would know backstory-wise. You would know Zentarum is kind of like Black Market undercurrent of this northern area.
Oh,
Or
okay.
it's more southern. It's more based out of Waterdeep, but like everyone kind of knows it. It's kind of like the KGB. Everyone knows about it, but you know, kind of like that. But
I love that you
and
just
she
prefer
kinda
the
goes-
KGB to the black market. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think it's funny.
And she's kind of just gonna narrow her eyes, and she's like, "I'm here on official business for the Zentarum. If you're not opposed to that, I'd say let's just let each other go on our merry way."
You are indeed working with a Zentarum. Then with a flick of my piccolo, my unseen servant releases the snake. Then we're closer to friends than we are foe.
Good to know.
Snap.
And she's just kind of gonna nod, and her snake like kind of comes up and like it's a flying snake, so it flies around her arm and then flies around her neck and is like glaring at you as it's like resting on her shoulders. She's like, "Any other business you need to attend to here, or can you go on your merry way with your friend?"
Call it good faith, but I did want to know about that squid you mentioned as well.
You can see she kind of shuts down a little bit at the squid. Give me a insight check.
All right.
Oh,
On your
That is
piccolo.
indeed a snake.
she just she goes, "If you were here on business of the squid, this conversation would have gone a lot differently. Let's just say that."
Sounds about right. I'm gonna prestidigitation myself a hat just to tip it and walk out the door.
Not a fedora, is it?
Oh, it's not a
Of course,
fedora. All
he's
right.
a bard. He's a bard. Of course, it's a fedora.
Mhm.
All right, just because y'all said that, it's gonna be freaking one of those. Darn it! What are the hats for the 11th Doctor? The fezzes. It's gonna be a fez. I'm tipping a fez.
Oh yes.
Okay, that's fair.
How
Look
would
at
one tip a fez? Just
It's difficult,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
can be done.
You see, you
Just grab
nod
the
your
little
head.
tassel
You
and
tip,
wave it.
you tip the fez. Her eyes dart up to the tassel, and she kind of furrows her brow in a little bit more confusion, but lets you walk away.
this poor woman.
Right.
We've confused her with a language she doesn't understand. It's so much.
Okay.
This poor
one-
woman works for the black market KGB. She's fine.
That's true.
Okay. Tell you what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna slowly but carefully just catch up to everybody out. And once I sort of have everybody, once I have everybody in visual range, I'm gonna make sure that I've left my unseen servant in her vicinity, not in the same place
Okay.
it was, but just kind of keeping surveillance. And then I'm going to use my message spell. That's a cantrip, isn't it?
Surveillance.
Message is a cantrip, yeah.
Message is a cantrip, yeah.
Right. I'm going to use my spell, unfortunately, one by one to everybody to subtly and silently say, Kella is definitely a lot deeper in this situation than we suspected, gents. I'm keeping an eye on her, but watch your backs.
Runt
Aye.
is startled.
This is a long message for us to get one by one.
Hi, gentlemen. My friends, I just heard a voice. I think it's from the fairy folk. Apparently, they're telling me that that woman we were just. talking to, she's in-
Little quieter,
what's-
my Satyr friend.
Sorry. I was just. I think there are fairies that are talking with us in here.
Skola, no, it's under control. Don't worry about it. There's no fairies here.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Do your fairies have a sweet and sultry voice like mine?
Are you Southern?
One
Were you
Is it
Southern?
Southern? I
Literally,
can't
I'm
tell.
Southern now. I don't know. This is a development. It's like
It's
I don't
been
know.
growing more and more
It's
Southern.
channeling KFC Simulator or whatever.
oh no. Oh
I don't
god.
know whose voice this is. I
How
definitely
dare you
didn't
make that
hear
canon
you
here.
last week.
Oh, God.
Oh,
That's it, our
Zeal
bard
of
is
the
the-
Southern Sam. I
is the
hate it.
It's Colonel Xinix, the chicken master.
So
Oh god.
after
duck.
receiving this mysterious message from Xinix, Kyros is more interested than before. Does he like? I'm assuming we all noticed that Xinix took so long to get down to us.
If your character would be looking at that or would be thinking about that, yes, I would believe that yours would be clocking people. Kyros would be, but I don't know if Runt noticed. It's up to you
Not for a
guys.
second, no. He was looking at the
I
shining armor and
definitely didn't.
trying to put the dwarven helmet on, but much to his chagrin, unable to.
Chagrin. That's a great word.
Thank you.
You could
It
use
really
that
is.
helmet
College
as a glove.
word.
Oh yeah, like brass knuckles, dude. Still too small.
Oh,
Ignar-
also, I'll. Sorry,
Ignar
just
says, "Hey, give me that. That's my people's stuff."
He goes, oh, okay. He just hands it over. Like, there you go.
Can I inspect it? Or a
No.
history check? I'm not sure. Maybe a history check. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Doing secret stuff behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Don't mind me.
Don't
What do you
touch
do?
us,
22
don't be-
history. You would know that you were here to look to try to find a mountain dwarf who is kind of renowned for making really, really good brews, powerful brews. And you would know that this is mountain dwarf, definitely the work of mountain dwarves. So you can kind of deduce that you've found where this brewmaster lived, and you've now broken into his chest. And that is now what you guys are looking at now.
So this is the work of a fine brewmaster.
Yes.
he was
Well,
making armor.
This is
it belonged to a
It-
fine
yes.
brewmaster. Yeah.
Okay. I tell
So
that
do you guys
to
wanna hear-
the crew.
Do you guys want to hear what else is in here?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got the chainmail sized for a dwarven helm. There is a leather bag that holds 45 gold pieces,
Kyros
and there
takes
are
that.
2. Are you trying to do a sleight of hand check?
Nope. I'm just taking it.
He's
Yeah,
bold,
that's
this one.
fair.
Especially for a monk who like doesn't use money.
I'm gonna
I'm not a
write a note to. I'm writing a note to Kyros, but in Infernal, saying you're gonna split that, right?
Kyros just winks at Ambrose.
So you can also see there is 2 like glittering red gemstones. Each are worth you can gather about 100 gold pieces.
I take one.
But there is there is a casualty of the second story toss. And you can see that there was a vial of potion, like a bottle of potion, that has now been spilled. And like the vial is cracked, and yeah.
You mean the one most valuable thing to us?
Yes.
Kyros sees this and glares at Xinix like, "You are lucky that there was 45 gold in this pouch." This
I
is
can't
not
hear you.
about-
I can't hear you, mate. I'm sorry. I'm just like walking away with my piccolo.
Right,
Ignar,
what if that was a healing potion? I could have saved our hides.
well, let's find out. Ignar
You'll
walks
lick it?
up and tries to lick it.
Oh my god, I knew it. Oh no.
At least give a medicine check ahead of time.
I have my last healing word ready.
So you lick this. Oh god, if I was meat, I'd make you get a cut from the broken glass. But I'm not that big. But you kind of get this feeling of like you're a hero.
Guys, I'm cool.
And you are unstoppable, and you feel like the little bit of blue liquid that you were able to lap up off of the broken shards of this vial, you kind of feel like you have a whisper of being blessed, but at the same time, as soon as you get it, it kind of fades away.
So he's just drunk then.
So
Yeah.
it was a potion. It was a potion of heroism, which would mean that you have the effects of the bless spell, and you have 10 temporary hit points for an hour.
Ah,
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Instead, you got 1 temporary hit point and then got a cut on your tongue and lost it.
I was expecting you to make him roll something that if he gets like a 2, he swallowed glass and just leaving out. So, that's a much better.
If he had used different vernacular, I would have possibly done that. But since he said lick, if he had said like drink or something like that, yes. But he did specify lick, so I will give him that one.
Okay.
Well, he is, after he has licked up this potion, he picks up the other gem that was not stolen by Ambrose. Pockets it.
How dare you stole it? I saw an opportunity for a gemstone that no one laid claim to, and I took it.
Runt has gotten bored and turns around and walks towards the hole.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Run. I have no need for money.
So if Xinix did run away, now that all of the tides of this have been distributed, Kyros is gonna walk over to Xinix. How far
Xinix-
away did you go?
Xinix is back over by the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, because like you guys are kind of jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
totally
the end,
forgot
there's
about
the
that.
hole.
So Xinix chatting up Kella a little bit, were you?
Yes, but all's heavy is my friend. We might want to get a little further, and then I'll tell you about her just like lean in like snake.
Orc starts looking for ears on the wall.
Under his
Or
breath,
Runt.
Kyros goes, "That was easy."
No, oh gosh, sir, no, I
Runt.
never.
Under
Runt,
his
give me an
breath.
investigation check.
Who? Oh.
Runt, give me an investigation check to see if there's ears on the wall.
I did start looking for ears on the wall. I rolled 11.
Oh,
Are there ears?
If that one had been on the other side, yeah.
God.
No,
Dang.
Runt, you have no idea what he's talking about. There are no ears on any of these walls. Maybe he's talking about the pig ears.
Probably. Yeah. I feel like 11 it means he spends longer than he should looking.
Yeah.
Like he knew at some point that there were no ears, but he couldn't admit it to himself. There had to be
No.
ears.
There had to be. Xinix wouldn't lie. But I think Runt does want to go and investigate the hole while you guys are talking.
I want to
Well,
look at this building.
Okay.
As everybody comes and looks at the hole, if I remember correctly from last game, I was the only one that looked at it before. So I'll start the knowledge train here, being, I was taking a look here, and it seems this used to be where the Nightstone was.
We're just all gonna come up like a couple of dads at a broken car, like, yeah.
It's busted.
The carburetor, I knew it.
Now you see what your problem is there. The stone's missing.
Did we look in the temple?
I think, if I'm remembering correctly, it was told to us that that was taken with them as they went to the mountains, to those caves that we should get to eventually, after we talk to the guards, of course.
Oh, I
So
thought
you
that was
did
taken by the
not-
giants.
Did we not know that?
No, you did. Sorry, I was answering Chris's question.
Okay.
So you had not looked at the temple at all, and just as a reminder, I kind of briefly said it when we walked up, but then I didn't say anything about it again. But the entire time you've been here, there has been the sound of a bell tolling, of a church bell or a temple bell, like just
right.
Where's that coming from?
like intermittently tolling, and it's coming from this building here.
Maybe we should go to the temple.
Can you
I
fix
We've
it
just
one more
been
time?
ignoring this bell toll for the last 3 hours.
Apparently.
You know, we've had
Okay, we've
goblins
been
to
here
deal
for
with.
maybe
We've had
30 minutes.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Skola had to bury a pig.
Ron definitely stays by the hole. I think he's like staring at it, lingering for a while.
I'll come up. Right, what's going on, bud?
Kyros will too, but before that, he looks at Xinix. We need to talk.
Hey, and sure, whatever suits you best, my friend.
So is the door to the church to the temple locked? But I guess Ignar tries to open the door.
Yeah, it will very easily swing open, as if maybe it had a latch, but you can see that once you open it, the latch kind of it's broken. So it's already kind of been busted into. Chris is on the right track. If you come on over back to kind of where you were
Oh my gosh.
at the Nightstone Inn, but up to 5. I know. Blame roll 20. I did not make this map, thankfully. So this over here, this is actually the front. So where I'm pinging. So you guys want to kind of go to the other side because that's the front of the temple. There we go.
Ignar, I hate to break it to you, there's probably not beer in the temple.
Can't prove that.
You don't know what they worshipped, Kyros.
You're
There could
right.
be any number of things in here.
You're right, but probably not.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Don't get your hopes up. But
Is there beer in the
So
temple?
as you kind of swing open, hold on, let's look at the temple first. As you
I don't want to know anything unless it's beer.
As the rules
I'm
of
curious
tailgating,
now.
look
Is there
first,
beer
drink
in the
second.
I don't.
So
I
you'll
think that's
see
all.
this room has it's a slender steeple containing like a large bronze bell. You can see kind of in the back where it like swoops up. In this main front window, there is stained glass windows depicting images of birth, the dawning sun, trees, and then even unicorns. And you can hear much louder now. That bell is ringing incessantly. It's like, you know how it's a little bit after sunset and the sky is still hanging on to that last little shred of light?
Twilight, yeah.
That's kind of where you guys are at right now. And as you come in, the stained glass windows look very dull in the lack of light. You can kind of see plain wooden benches for the elderly or the infirm are kind of scattered underneath those windows, but the room is mostly empty. And you see on the back wall is a wooden pulpit. Oh, don't chew on that. Sorry, cat. And you see.
Meanwhile,
Runt chewing
outside,
on a rock.
Xinix and Runt,
No,
Runt, don't chew on that. No.
It's Ignar running up to one of the benches, trying to see if there's any beer like a residue left on it.
Oh my gosh.
And the floor of the temple is composed of dirt.
Oh, what a dirty temple.
I think that Skola looks at even this not very nice building and is like, this is what they call their church? Why are they...
It's a pauper's church.
Well, why do they have walls? Why do they have... This is not right at all. A church should be outdoors.
Maybe they worship a god that just loves buildings.
The god of construction.
These people are strange.
Well, I mean, I do believe there's a
Ignar
that might.
examines the walls.
So with this history check and with as you're looking through, you can tell that there's two gods that kind of share this temple. And one is Lathander, who is the god of dawn, thus kind of like the dawning sun and images of birth and all of those kind of things. And those are all on the south side of the temple. But on the north side, you get Myliki, who is the goddess of forests. That's why the other side has the depictions of trees and unicorns. And those are facing the north, which is where the Ardip forest is. So which is where that forest that's kind of adjacent to those caves is.
Oh, super cool.
Again, to Skola's point, shouldn't a forest god be represented outdoors?
Aye, that's what I'm saying. This is kind of ridiculous.
I interpret that to our crew here.
I've never
Thank you,
been one
Ignar, for that wonderful history lesson.
You know, that's what I do. Apparently.
Kyros
Ignar
just have...
spends the full 20 minutes giving us the rundown of the religions.
Yeah.
Kyros spends those 20 minutes half listening to him, looking around the room to see if there's anything valuable.
Ambrose does not listen at all.
Back home, he's famous for standing atop a cliff and just sort of summarizing things. He calls it cliff notes.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny because I'm a mountain dwarf.
Leave.
Isn't mountain dwarf a little oxymoronic?
You know what? Yeah.
I mean, hey,
can
I played a campaign who was a Smurf Neblin.
Ooh.
Do I see anyone in here ringing the bell?
I mean,
So you guys see, if you see, I was pinging the Twitch chat, not us. If you see right here, these are actually stairs leading up to the steeple.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
And then, but this is leading to a back room kind of area. But so the steeple would be up here, which is where that bell is. But this door here leads to a room.
Did Kyros find anything?
Sorry, where were you looking? What are you looking for? Where are you looking?
Anything valuable in the room that we're in?
oh my gosh.
In this room, no. It's definitely, as
alcohol.
someone said earlier, it's like a pauper's church. It's very
Very,
bare bones in here.
Is there
Nope.
communion wine?
This place sucks.
I disagree. I find this place to be rather quaint, and I know I had some words against it when I first came in, but I'm taking a greatly fancy to it.
So Ignar, while they're blabbering on, proceeds up the stairs.
While we're blabbering on,
Wait, I said I was going upstairs.
Yeah, Skola was going upstairs first. Actually, Kyros, I will give you, you can see that by the pulpit is like a basin, and it looks like there was holy water in that kind of recently, but there's no longer holy water in there.
Can I take the basin?
Oh my gosh.
It's like
Oh,
a
no.
big
A basin?
stone.
He's one of them,
Where are
Karen.
you going to put a basin?
Kyros
Karen?
leaves the basin where it is.
I do
Kyros
think as I'm
tries to
going
give
up,
it-
Holy water.
Kairos tries to give it like a subtle little like of trying to lift it, and they're like, no.
as
No,
Skola
that's
goes
ridiculous.
up,
It's way too early.
Stays there.
as Skola goes up the stairs, you see that I turn to Kyros and say, "Right, try and take anything from this church, and I'll ram you through with my horns. I will."
All right. We hit it. We hit a hot button issue here. Okay.
Oh no.
These
Not
are hot take.
All right,
Oh,
leave the ducks alone. Leave the temples alone. Got it.
From outside, you hear, "What are you saying about my ducks?"
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So,
I'm a
You
very
said
nice
nothing, you're
lad
not
until you
harming the
start
ducks. The
desecrating
ducks are safe.
churches, okay?
Ducks are friends, not food.
So
Kairos,
They're
did you-
very
speaking of,
edible.
So I'm up in the bell tower.
As am I.
Speaking of desecrating churches, you will see as you enter the steeple, you see that there are two goblins swinging
shoot.
gleefully on a knotted rope that hangs from the bell in the steeple. One will jump on and swing while the other jumps off, and they are hurling vials of holy water at each other, and they're laughing. There's like little shards of glass everywhere, and they're just like this whole area. It's just desecrated, like
Cool.
literally. And you
Super
can see
cool.
there's like stacks on the ground. But as you come in, they kind of look at you and go, and just start throwing the vials at you guys. But they're just little vials of holy water, so you're not going to take damage. They're like pinging off of you guys, but they're just kind of they're not even stopping. They're still just swinging. They both kind of jump up and are now both on the rope, but they're just pelting you guys with these little vials of holy water.
Oh, I love it. Cool. I look down at my my matted wet fur, and I look back up to them and I say, "Right, I have to say you didn't choose the best time for me. As I just said, I'm normally a pretty nice young fellow, but if you start desecrating these churches," and my eyes like narrow and I go into like this rage and I go, "Nylia, I call upon you, show these blasphemers what it is that you can do," and I'd love to cast infestation on one of them.
The druid uses rage.
Yeah, I don't have rage. Sorry.
I don't have rage, but I'm pissed.
But I'm not a happy goat, okay? Yeah, infestation, where is this? It's in my spells.
Infestations.
Sorry, Ignar, I will put you back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go here now.
No, you're good. You're good.
So they have to make a Constitution saving throw?
All right. Oof, they got a +0.
Where should I put myself? Am I in a bad spot?
Oh, they got a 19. Well, one did. Let's see what the other one gets. 18.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oh, your lines were so good though.
All right, now I'm pissed.
What is happening over here?
Do the rest of us hear all this commotion?
Oh yeah, you would definitely.
Okay.
Skola is, I'm assuming, yelling at this point, correct?
Yeah, if
Okay.
not, I mean, I'm definitely like bringing a bunch of like locusts as much as I can. So
Yeah.
you might hear some buzzing.
At least one or two of the vials have crashed through the door and like crashed onto the stairway. So you definitely know that something is happening in there.
Kyros looks at Ambrose. They both nod at each other.
Yeah, but
So
They are the bros.
as soon as infestation is casted, though, let's all go ahead and roll initiative.
Cool.
Would you like it from us outside of the building as well?
If you plan on joining, yes.
I don't think
Yep.
Runt will actually.
Yellow, you and I are gonna have a hilarious conversation throughout this combat.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh, whoops! Ignore that one. Sorry.
I need
Should we
you
roll
guys to still roll initiative just for when your conversation happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yes. Okay.
How do we do it again to make sure it goes into your little chart?
Click your
So
character
you have to
first.
make sure, yeah.
Okay, good.
Did I do it right?
Yes, you are in. It shows.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to remember how to
Okay.
roll for a monster.
I rolled a 9 first before I rolled that 19. I just didn't have my thing clicked.
Okay.
So
Oh, you can change it, Yellow. If you click in the
Okay.
turn order, we all have the ability to alter our own scores.
oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Oh well, then I got a 30.
Oh, yeah, but
Why? Why am I in
Yeah.
here
Oh,
twice?
really?
yeah, why is Skola in there twice? What happened?
I don't know. As I
in
said, for me,
Skola's rage, they get to do this twice.
It's part of his mirthful leap. He gets to go twice in initiatives.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
okay.
awesome.
2 turns around.
I gotta tell you, I thought the thing I would use the least is mirthful leaps, but man, that's all I do.
Just
We
mirthful
get to go
leaping
twice
left and
around.
right.
We should just all be satyrs then. I mean, we'd be overpowered.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Right, listen, you can't stop an army of satyrs.
That's what
Come
I've
on,
always been
Theo.
told.
There we go. Okay, rolling for Beto.
I'm sure one good place to Rask would
Beto?
beg to differ.
Okay, cool. So, Ambrose, you are first in the turn order.
Absolutely, I am. So they're hanging on the rope, right?
Yes.
Can I try to shoot the rope above them with the crossbow?
Yes, but it's swinging, so I would say you have disadvantage.
Well,
Do
I
it,
don't want to do that then.
Do it.
do it.
How high up are they?
They're about 5 feet up.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to easily do this then. I'm going to climb up the wall since I can just do that. And then
yeah.
can I just like I'm gonna climb up the wall and then I'm gonna jump off the wall and swing at them with my cat's claws and then land away from them if I can.
3-point landing.
Okay.
Like a monk.
So
He's
how would
doing
you
a superhero
like me to-
landing. I would just say that would be an acrobatics check.
Okay, so the climb is just the climb and then I'll do my cat's claws attack,
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's just an attack.
which was an 11.
That is not going to hit.
Oh, well, then I just will acrobats my way out of there. A little disheartened that I missed.
All right, cool. Next is Vark. Why is there? Okay, never mind.
With a
So
K or with a
Vark,
C?
he's with a K.
I was frantically trying to remember who on the team was called Vark.
It's Kyros'
Um,
alter ego.
Yeah, do we root for Vark or?
I'm actually
He's
playing
kinda-
two characters.
He's kind of going to narrow his eyes and he's going to jump down onto his little sack in the back corner that he's got, and he's going to pull out a scimitar and he's going to slash it at Skola because
Yeah,
Skola
you
was the
better.
one talking the big talk.
You better. Come on.
Ooh, does the 23 hit?
You know it does. Give me that damage.
So that's going to be 8 slashing damage.
8
And then
slashing,
he's
that's all you
going
have.
to...
Ouch.
Ouch.
Y'all, if
And then
Skola-
he's going to kind of try to hide behind his little sack. They do not have very good stealth. Well, they do have good stealth
Only
actually.
healer.
Let's see.
Yeah, but
Oh!
if Skola dies, unless you have like a minor cut, we're screwed because the only thing I have left to do is what is it? It's mending. That's it. I can't do anything else.
And mending cannot work on people.
That-
I
We were
can
about to
fix
level
up,
everything,
weren't we?
but I can't fix myself.
What is everyone's passive perception? Does anyone
15.
have? Okay, so anyone who beats a 14 sees where Vark hides.
Where do we check on here what our passive perception is? I know on roll
below
20.
your base stat.
It's below, yeah.
Right beneath skills.
15. And
Okay, cool.
another question: where on
Oh.
here do I see how many hit points I have?
You got a
It should
minus
be-
one to
Ah!
perception.
Oh no, I'm not doing good, friends.
Oh,
No.
yeesh.
Meanwhile, your tank and your trickster are outside chatting it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oof.
We
Can
could use
it-
some help.
Okay, next is Kyros.
If we yell, will they hear us?
Yes, most definitely.
Cool, and that doesn't
You're
count
not
as
that
Do
action.
far away.
anything about it? We'll find out.
No.
Great. Kyros yells to their friends outside, "Hey, we've got a couple goblins up here. We need some help." And then he pulls out his crossbow and takes aim at Vark.
Should I be worried that my wife chose a name really similar to mine?
I didn't
It would only be worried. Only be worried if it was with a C.
I'm confused. In game or out of game? What are we talking about?
Yes.
Mark is my husband, and his name is spelled M-A-R-C. So
Okay.
Vark is very similar.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
But in 11 does not hit.
Damn.
We were rolling terribly.
From his hiding place, he's like, "Miss me."
I can see that.
And next is Skola.
Yeah, you
Totally
better.
just gave away his position.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. Skola, you should probably heal yourself.
Skola's got to be really smart, but I wanted. I want to not be really smart. I really want to. Do I do? I know we're first level, right? But I really want to stay in character. And just
We have
like,
death saves.
Yeah, go for it. What would Skola do? What would Skola do?
All right, who's around me right now?
Who's around me?
This is.
Ambrose.
Who's
Oh
around me?
no.
I'm around.
All right.
Ambrose,
I'm
Kyros, and Ignar are all around you.
gonna turn to Kyros and I'm gonna say, right, you want to be a healer as well? And I'm gonna hand him 2 of my good berries, and I say, if I die, give one of these to me, right? And then I'm going to say, Mylia, Myliki, I'm calling on all of you. Send down a plague of a plague upon these blasphemers. And I'm just gonna again try to use my what's it called?
Infestation.
Infestation.
Nice.
So give me
I'm
another
gonna say
Constitution save.
first, give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 2 plus 0.
Okay. So they're not going to have disadvantage on this throw.
You have a 0 for your Arcana?
I think so.
16 for the first. And then 15 for the second.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the
Alright.
match
No, I'm
place?
not.
Are they weighted?
I
Wow.
Thanks
only
for tuning in,
I
everybody.
only roll
We're
well
dead.
when I'm a DM. I'm only roll well when I'm a DM, I promise.
Okay, well, don't worry. Guys, I have 8 of these
Wow.
good berries, so we're gonna be fine.
You
Okay.
can have both of the ones you
Not
gave
if no
me
one
if it
can
comes
administer
down to it.
them.
But don't worry, Runt and I will be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Whenever you decide, whenever you're actually able to show up.
We're gonna carry on your legacy.
Beto,
I'm forgetting about you.
Beto is next, so the other little goblin, and he was tracking that exchange, and he wants that berry. So he
Mm.
is gonna jump down. He's also gonna grab his scimitar and like run at Ignar and try to get him because he wants that berry.
Careful, mate. He's after your dingleberries.
That's gonna be a 12 to hit. Ignar? Oh.
Oh, we're good. There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
What's up? Sorry.
12 to hit.
Okay. Let me roll.
Does that hit you?
No.
I think your AC's 13. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
see
it
he
hits.
like slashes, but then he goes to like do his final step as he's slashing towards you, and he's barefoot and he steps on one of the shards of glass from the miles him and his friend have been running, and he like yay! Ouch! And like falls backwards away from you and kind of tries to
Yes.
scuttle backwards a little bit, but he does not hit
Oh,
you.
whose turn is it?
Next is Sam Bard. We gotta fix that.
Sam
Why are you
Bard.
doing that?
Oh,
It's Xinix.
sorry. I thought I changed that on my
I thought
side.
I
Yes.
thought I had
Xinix Sam
two.
Bard the Bard.
So weird. Well, I'll have to do some more work on that.
Yeah, I sorry about that because I reset my character. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's there, and I did the same thing I did for. So we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. No
No
worries.
worries. Xinix Sambard the Bard is here. So
We've been standing like they've been going through that church for a while. So like, do we have like a moment?
oh, that's a good question. Do we have anything
Yeah.
that we could have done like pre the combat officially starting? Because yeah, we have been out here a hot sec.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a quick little like pause and like, what were you guys doing out there?
I mean, I don't want to
Meanwhile-
entirely halt the flow.
Yeah, we can.
So, what do you say,
Bullshit
friend? We
all
wander
the time.
specifically in the opposite direction of this chapel.
Quick little. Meanwhile,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
During the
it'd be
intermission.
like a 24 split screen. No, but yeah. So Runt's just been kind of like staring at this hole, kind of having like a moment of lucidity that he doesn't often get.
Ooh.
So yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'll turn on the heel and go. I don't believe we've actually gotten a chance to introduce ourselves. Your name was Runt, right?
Oh yeah, hi lizard man.
Hi. What brings you to this fair little town?
I was just wondering. Sorry, what was your name?
Xinix the Bard.
Hi Xinix. What was that lady's name? And did she say something about cloud giants? He's like a little bit. He hesitates saying cloud giants a little bit.
Okay, out of game. I don't remember if she said anything to everybody about cloud
She did.
giants. The
She
attack,
did.
right?
Yeah, she kind of loosely described the attack. Cloud giants kind of filled up the sky, and then like stones came rolling down.
Right. Oh, so yeah, I think she did. I think, sort of gesturing around to the boulders, she said a little bit of the bumps and bruises of this town were made by some cloud giants. Why?
Oh, I thought so. I think the Countess was after the Nightstone.
Countess, you say?
Yeah, it's Countess Centuri. She leads the Cloud Giants. She's been after these magical artifacts, or well, last I heard anyway. It's been a while since I was on that Cloud Fortress. He kind of like
In the background,
looks out
you
from the middle
kinda hear
distance.
House and
in the
yard
background,
stare.
you guys kind of hear like a little cackle of like them finding the little goblins. But continue.
And you
Right,
hear
that
three
is-
voices go, "No, Skola, don't die."
It sounds like they're having fun in there, but
Wasn't
I
even
put my
phase
hand.
red.
I put my hand on his. What's your shoulder level for me? Is it like your calf or?
Probably like my hip
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah,
all right.
probably waist tip.
Yeah, I put my hand on your hip. It's like I can tell, mate. We've got similar stories. My people ain't much fans of me either. I ain't much fans of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he like doesn't really want to open up about it, I suppose. He goes, "Yeah, I don't know where did she say where the stone went? Because I'm willing to bet the Cloud Giants were after it."
Sounds like a worthy guess to me. We've got the Dripping Cave to investigate, but tell you what, there's a whole section of town here to the south. Shall we go take a look over there?
Yeah, she said there were guards down there, didn't she?
I don't
Maybe
actually
they know
remember
where
where
the
she said the
stone went.
guards were. It was just in the catacombs.
We could use some
the
help in
key.
here.
So
Hear screams.
By this point,
Yeah,
have we caught up to combat?
yeah, so I'll say that we've caught up at this point. You hear Kyros yell, "We've got company in here!"
There's 2 goblins up here we need some help with.
Yeah, there it is.
Actually, question for the map's sake: are they still on a ground floor, or are they up?
So they're up in the steeple. So if you look over to, they pinged on over to kind of like where we were when we went in the Nightstone. I mean, in the Nightstone Inn, but it's at the top. Number 5 labeled the temple, and they're kind of like upstairs. But where you guys would be, they're kind of like in this area, but up.
Okay.
So you could hear them.
Okay.
Can we make it to them in one turn?
Well,
I would say no.
the other
No.
thing along with that, I would be wondering. Actually, ooh. Hey Rune, you up for a not Rune, sorry, that's my other campaign. Hey Runt, you up for up for a little bit of a combo move? Sounds like our buddies there are in some peril.
What's a combo move?
Tell you what, you're just gonna I'm gonna hold my action while you pick me up and run all the way over there.
Okay. I don't think I'm actually faster than you, but okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
but if you,
wait, now
if you
here we-
use your full action, I'm marking out the arrows right now. If you use your full action to get over there, or both, if you do two to get over there while you're carrying me, I could potentially launch off a spell by holding my action.
Okay. Now, here's a question. Is there a window into where they are?
No, I should have asked that first. But...
I'll say yes, because this is kind of like where the bell, it's up by the bell.
Yeah, there's
So
gotta
I
be a
would
bell
say
tower, right?
being 12 feet tall, yeah, you can kind of get into
Okay.
that arch of the bell tower, most definitely.
Okay.
If not,
Yeah,
Runt
you-
could pick up a rock and make one.
Hey, true though.
Bard in one hand, rock in the other. Just
Guys, rock throwing is a feat of his. He can do it with no hand.
I can do it. It's just-
Yeah, with his mind.
oh, this brings up whole other implications. That if I had the the stone skin spell, what does that do? He
Oh.
throws me.
You want to become rock, creator
Yeah.
of
Oh,
windows.
I'm getting a glimpse into the future, I think.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, so you want to trade turns, Meta?
Yeah. So basically, what I'm pitching to you is, give me a lift on up there. If you can hold me high enough, I will hold action to cast Vicious Mockery on a goblin once I see it.
Yeah, Ron goes, sounds good, and he just scoops him up in one hand. How far
Perfect.
did you
Love
say I
it.
could get?
So, if I remember correctly, you can use your full turn to do 2 movement actions instead of a movement and an
Yes.
attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll
And
get you
your
all the way
speed
around.
and you still have a speed of 30, so technically you can go 60 feet.
Okay.
So if you
Ron
want to take a
will,
detour, we
You
can
can
grab.
definitely get there. You can definitely make
Yeah.
it.
Okay, I think Runt's gonna. You know how like you pick up a small child like underneath the armpits, but like he turns you around so you're facing away from him, so he picks you up by the armpits and like so runs over and then holds you up to the window.
Meanwhile,
Please.
I'm holding a prepared spell in my hands.
Can we please find the baby Bjorn that we can attach to Runt?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh dear lord. Okay. Oh, where do I put myself on the map now? Do I? Okay, I'll go. This is the main map. All right, so I'm outside the window now.
Right
I'm just
here,
thinking,
yeah.
like, we just see this lizard head with giant arms under its shoulders, pop its head up, and
Hang on,
Skola is like,
hang on. There's more. It's not just a lizard head. It is a blue lizard head with a southern accent wearing a fez. Don't forget it. Don't make this less ridiculous than it is. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna need you to edit your character icon.
Yeah. Needs a fez.
Also, just to cap this whole thing off, I forget appear in the window, lock eyes with a goblin, daggers staring, and go, You know good, duck. You know good. You're just like your
father.
father.
What? Oh my gosh, what a turn.
Classic.
That's an
Oh,
intelligence save, or is it a wisdom save?
Wisdom
What
save.
do I have to make? Wisdom
Yeah,
save,
wisdom,
yeah.
yep.
If
They have a
you roll
-1.
good.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the best news we've
An
gotten.
8. An 8. What's my spell thing again? My spell DC is a 12.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
So it fails.
Wonderful. All right, so I give him 1d4 mental damage. 4.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dungeons and Dragons.
And
Now we're
totally,
playing D&D.
totally up to you, whichever goblin. I didn't really have one in mind. Whichever one was within visual range, but whichever one it is, they
I
have
would say-
disadvantage on attack rolls on their next turn.
Perfect. Awesome.
Oh, God.
So yeah, I would say it's Vark because he's the one that's like directly you could kind of see. And next is Ignar.
Gotta love that thickest mockery.
Digital high five, bro.
Yes. Boom.
I know the people on stream can't see it, but we can see each other in video chat. We're digital
Yeah.
high
I'm
fiving.
high-fiving you even though I'm not involved.
Triple 5.
Your emotional support is invaluable.
Your physical lifting support is most valuable.
Chris, we cannot hear you.
Keep talking. I'm gonna do some
Okay,
secret
there you
stuff
go.
real quick.
Ooh.
Oh.
No.
Hey guys, what did we
Is
miss in here?
Oh, so much, so much. I mean, you missed some berries. You missed berries for sure.
Yeah, Barry was here.
Berries? I love
Uh,
berries.
His
The-
head pops up behind me.
Skola's not in a talking mood. Skola is in a bloodthirsty. It's what the Satyr people
Lauren,
like to call
check
a
your
dance.
Discord.
It's what
Yeah.
they like to call the dance of death. You know, it's like he
Oh.
is dancing gleefully with blood in his eyes.
And blood all over your body.
You want us
That's
to wash
true.
that out
So
for
much
you.
blood. So much blood. It's a lot of blood. I have. Let's count. 2 hit points left.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
But here's my question:
That's
how's
not
everybody
very
else
many.
doing? Does anybody else need healing? Is anyone upset?
I'm
if I used
all
my
right
healing
for
spell
the
on
time
myself?
being.
No,
We're
I
good.
have. None of us have been hit. It's just been you.
I feel fine.
Great. I might heal
Um,
myself.
I hope you do.
None of us can.
Yeah, because I forgot who I healed, but I'm out of spell slots.
No, here's the thing. I know that a cure wounds does more, but a healing word is a bonus action, and then I can do infestation again.
Maybe.
Surely it will work a third time.
Guys, third time is the charm.
It is, and that does sound more like what your character would do.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. It seems these guys are making a ruckus in this here church, huh?
So,
Oh.
Lauren, would you like to explain what I do?
Oh God.
Since
no,
I did.
meant like I meant
Oh,
like
no.
your stat, your base stat is at 18, not rolling a 19.
Just kidding. I just really wanted to do it.
You can't rip someone in half when you only have 14 strength.
I know.
What? That's what you were going
Wow. Wow.
oh damn.
for? Question. I think we need to
Wow.
submit to Mythbusters what the tensile strength of ripping a goblin in half is.
I think we do too.
Based upon
we need to
D&D
revive
standards.
Mythbusters just to solve that.
Right?
Okay. So then in my backup plan, is that goblin still behind me?
Yes. Or he's like in
Okay.
front of you.
Okay. I ignore him and I grab my darts and I start throwing them at
Oh.
this guy up on this
Okay.
rope. So let's see.
Mark. An 8 is not gonna hit. Oh my
Yay.
god. And that is back up to Ambrose.
You
Alright.
skipped Skola Grove Dancer on the bottom.
Yeah, they have New Mexico as their
No, it's
turn
never
order.
mind. It's never mind.
Never mind.
How did you get New Mexico for your initiative?
Listen, I don't know what happened, you guys.
I don't honestly. I don't even know if you would want New Mexico as your initiative.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, which state is it? I feel like it was made a state pretty late. That's a pretty high initiative.
Let me see.
It's like 43 or something.
It's true.
My initiative is 38. Beat it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's
New
what- that's what
Mexico's
is unique to 20.
47.
Whoa.
Damn.
Wow.
That's one hell of a
Skola
D20.
eviscerates the two goblins and heals himself.
That
Guys,
means
I'd love-
Skola has like 8 turns before anyone gets to do a thing.
Also, I'm just going to put forward now. I think we should always measure initiative by states. So
I love that idea.
I
Yes.
think it's fascinating.
So good.
Just do a state randomizer.
Poor
Yeah.
Delaware #1.
Wait, are we going
Oh.
alphabetical or the order they became states?
Oh, order they became state.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Guys,
Wait, but then what's my bonus to
these
initiative? Is it like
goblins haven't taken any damage.
Yes, they have.
They haven't
They have
taken
only-
I
any
assaulted one of them.
I'm gonna attack the closest one with my crossbow.
One of them has
then.
lowered self-esteem.
And is confused that he might be a duck.
Or which one's got the whatever. Is it only on the attacks against us that they have the disadvantage on?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just attack whatever's closest. Whatever
So-
goblin is closest.
That's it.
oh,
A 7.
No. All right.
Does someone else want to take care of that for me?
I'll give it a shot, but it didn't work particularly well last time.
So next is actually that goblin's turn. He's like, what the heck? He's like looking at the window like, did that really just happen? And he kind of does a little like shake his head, and then he turns to see Ambrose try to hit him and goes, and narrows his eyes, and he's gonna try to go after Ambrose this time.
Oh, so
Same
you're
thing,
gonna make fun of
flashes
him
his
because
star.
he missed.
Bring it on, come on.
He's still shaking, but he has disadvantage. Oh my god.
No.
oh.
What, you crit
I rolled
twice?
a 20 and a 19.
What?
Guys, I think the campaign wants to kill us.
It's possible the 19 doesn't hit. Ambrose.
No. Either one
Oh.
hits.
You gotta
So
start rolling
Amber-
in roll 20. I don't trust your
I
dice.
thought- No, it is. It's still 20. It's right there.
No.
It doesn't
Um,
show up for us.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
Oh
we don't,
no.
we don't get to see
Are you
DM
using-
rolls.
Yeah.
Are you using-
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason that's what
I do not
Roll20
have
has.
it intentionally turned off. I promise.
Yeah.
Look, I'm taking a picture. I'm sending it.
No, no,
we
that's
need
fine.
to get a consensus on this once it is sent in the Discord.
Can we just? You want to hand me the berry now, and we could just move past the
Saving
part
the
where you
berry
need to
for
give it to me?
Kyros is saving the berry for Skola because Skola's the only one that can heal anybody right now.
Got
Yeah.
two of them.
It's 6 slashing damage you take.
I'm down.
Yeesh.
Oh,
I am
Did you say
down.
you're down?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
I told you you're gonna hand me a
That's a-
berry.
that's a serious rap on Skola then.
Ah.
All right, so next is Kyros.
Kyros does have 2 berries. Can I slip Ambrose a berry and still do an action?
Yes, 1 berry is yes.
Great. I'm gonna
Okay.
drop a berry
don't-
for
you can-
Ambrose, and
you
as
should
I'm doing that, I'm
heal
looking
our
at Skola. I'm
healer.
like, I'm gonna give you the other one. I'll just so you survive.
No, that's a great idea.
Just to clarify via your wording, you drop a berry on the floor or in his face?
In
You kind of just drop it into my mouth.
Yes, I drop it into Ambrose's mouth.
And he chokes.
Ambrose-
Wonderful.
Ambrose and Kyros have been working together long enough that they're
Oh, that's right.
He
you guys know
knows
each
how
other,
to do this.
yeah. And then let's give this a try with the light crossbow. Hey,
definitely-
does a 19 hit?
Finally.
Yes.
Okay, I go for the Vark.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
this is just mean.
I know, this is
You
brutal.
see it? You see it like hits him, but it like chips his earlobe.
He's like, thanks, I was going to get a new piercing next week.
And next is Skola.
Oh my gosh.
boy.
Okay, fine. Skola definitely gets shooken seeing that his friend. Wait, was it Ambrose or Ignar who got?
Ambrose went down.
Ambrose.
Ambrose is down.
Oh, so they're not your friend. Okay, I get it.
Oh man. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Well, I mean, I have been given a berry, right?
Yeah, so
So-
you only come
You're
back
up.
up with one hit.
So I'm okay.
Kyros
Bitch.
is seeing the look of confusion on Skola's face. Like, if you heal yourself, I can give Ambrose the other berry.
Right.
Surely a fourth infestation will work.
We've only done 2. All right. You
Oh,
know
okay.
what? Fine.
No, he's just already planning on the next one missing.
Wow. I'm going to bonus action healing word myself, giving myself. Okay, that's 4 plus my. 3 plus my modifier, which is 3, so 6. Okay. And then I'm going to what was the other goddess's name? My Leaky?
My
The one of-
Leaky is correct, yeah.
Right.
The one of forests.
All right. My Leaky, we're not doing too well here. Please, if you want your forest to survive, send an infestation down on these buggers.
Sounds like a threat.
I want forest to survive.
Oh,
I took creative license there. I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
Didn't know my Leaky was also Consuela.
My Leaky.
Consuela, please help us.
Abuela.
That is not my goddess. It's okay.
I clean house.
Check out my goddess.
Big numbers, big numbers, big numbers.
I'm hoping
No,
that's
low
enough.
numbers, low numbers, low numbers.
Oh, low numbers,
Yeah,
low
low
numbers.
numbers,
What are we
low
doing? What are we doing?
I'm doing a con save.
Yeah, what he said, low numbers.
Okay. Oh, I got a 6 and a 7.
Yeah!
Oh.
All right, let me read how this spell works. What does infestation do?
So much
Guys,
before.
it doesn't do much. Alright.
That's exactly what we want to hear after all this time.
I know, it's a cantrip. What can I say? We're
Can't have
first
even
level
mad I did
characters.
1 damage with a crossbow bolt. So
Well, hey, they each take 1d6 poison damage.
That's pretty good.
Hey, they each take 5 poison damage.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
A
see,
cloud of mites, fleas, and parasites hit them or something.
the mites
Oh.
swirl down. They pour in seemingly from the outside, even though you've kind of manifested them into this space. The bell kind of vibrates with the thrum of all of their wings beating. Vark immediately just goes down. He is out. He kind of like just slumps from behind his sack. And you see that Beto also takes a very big hit and is looking very messed up.
Right, that's what happens when you mess with the wrath of nature.
Well, the third time you mess with the wrath of nature.
You're praying to the wrong god. That's all.
Thank you.
We're not going to get you the first 2 times, but the third time, you better watch out.
The third time will kill you dead.
Thank
does
you.
do one more thing that I am actually excited to see what happens. I just want to check the one that's alive. Oh, he's not that close to the bell tower, is he?
He
Okay.
is. I'll move Ignar for a second. He's like right here.
Okay. Would you say he's 5 feet away from the window?
Please say yes.
Yes.
Thank God.
Great. Okay,
Runt
so
about to step on a
here's
goblin.
the thing. It's going to get pushed in a direction at least 5 feet in a random direction. I have to roll a d4 for which way it goes. 1 is north, 2 is south, 3 is east, and 4 is west. So we
So the
want.
window, with where he's at, you want west.
All right, I gotta get a 4.
Hey, Runt, you ready to play catch?
Yeah. Well, not
Let
I'm
him
gonna step on.
fall.
That's a 4.
Nice.
God.
Yes.
So you see, he takes his poison damage. He's like, yeah. He's like stretching. He's trying to swipe at it with his scimitar. Cat, please get out of the way. And then he just kind of like falls backwards, almost gets tabletopped by the window itself, and then just like falls out of the window. And is anyone outside trying to catch him?
I mean,
The
I
goblin?
feel like I kind of want
Dare.
to because it'd be funny to have a giant holding a dragonborn holding a goblin.
That's a good image.
Do we want to investigate him in any kind, or are we just trying to smack some goblins?
You really want that on a poster.
Up to you guys.
I want that
That's
on a
actually-
poster
that's-
too.
Ooh,
That's actually
you know
pretty
what?
smart, and it is the best person to try and interrogate.
Hey, you know what? Yes. Okay. With all that being said, that I will try and catch him. Do you want me to do a
Okay.
dex?
Give
check?
me a dexterity check, and you have to beat a 12.
Hey. My numbers. 13.
Look at that. Okay, so you see this swarm kind of manifest into the windows and pour in. All of a sudden, you hear screeching from this goblin, and then one just comes pouring out of the window. You kind of snatch it by its leg. So you're kind of holding it by its ankle, and it's just like kind of slumped upside down, just kind of like resigned at this point to whatever the heck is happening.
Look at here, boys. I got me a goblin.
Nice catch.
I had thought that fight was going to take like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
It did
gosh.
not. So it was what I thought a perfectly timed time for our intermission, but we only have about half hour, 45 minutes left. Do we still want to do like a quick 2 to 5 minute pee break or PP break?
Let's do a
For the
quick
PP
break.
pals?
Let's
Yeah,
do a quick
level
nothing
break.
up
like the
And
10-minute break of the last time.
It
Guys, I
shouldn't
can
have
wild
been.
shape now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ah.
Let's
I
go.
can sing
Alright.
prettier songs.
I can infuse items with magic.
Ooh.
Oh, I think
What
I
does
am
that
gonna.
mean?
I'm gonna pick up Charm Person though.
It depends on the item.
Quick question, Lore. Have you read the wild magic stuff?
Yes, I have.
Okay, cool.
Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. Screaming Axe and Kai, if you have any ideas that you want us to do for a graphics or sound cue for Plague Pals or any requests, please either message us or put it in the chat because you get special advantage with your donations. Thank you so much.
Email us at plaguepals@gmail.com.
Yeah. No.
Call us at 555-5555.
I mean, but that is the actual email. Like,
So Yellow, just a little bit of like behind the scenes talking, but on the scenes. Have you watched Dimension 20 at all?
Yeah, they rule.
So they have a wild magic sorcerer on one of their seasons, and I really like the way Brandon Lee Mulligan does it, which such gold.
so good,
Such
so
goals.
brilliant.
And every time you don't fail the wild magic surge, the number increases. So you do magic,
Okay.
you roll. If you don't hit it in that one, Next time you roll, it's going to be a 1 or a 2.
Would you like me to keep track of that number?
Yes, please, and I'll try to keep track of it as well. But yeah, so then it'll be 1, 2, or 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of like just adding to the how unstable the magic is.
Mm-hmm.
So every time you do it, it's kind of like getting weaker and less easy and harder to take control of. Are you okay with that?
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Increase the
Love
chances
it.
it happens, which means all the better. Yeah, in my head, it's like the cloud giant magic, and I imagine he's not very good at it. You know, he hasn't really learned to control it.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. So you guys
Yay!
just killed one goblin and are now holding, literally, another goblin hostage.
Kyros
By
is
the
definitely going to
ankles.
do an investigation check on the dead goblin.
Oh, okay. So Vark, was kind of over his little sack. So you see that Vark's sack actually holds 3 empty vials that used to contain holy water. Vark drank them. And there's an unlocked wooden pour box containing 37 copper pieces and 15 silver pieces.
Cool.
If you want to try to pick those up without anyone noticing, you can try to do a sleight of hand check. If you don't care, you can just pick them on up.
At this point, Kyros does not care. He's going to pick that stuff up.
All right, so there is
And
another
he
sack.
immediately nods at Ambrose. Yes, he's going to share.
I'm just wondering why you're wasting your time with copper and silver pieces.
Everything has its use.
Hang on,
There is another sack in there, though.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just intimidating.
Is Skola gonna take
Just in
damage
general?
if
Yeah.
he just like jumps fully out of the window of the bell tower?
So you are. That's a harder one because it is higher because you're in like a taller steeple.
Yeah.
So I would say jumping from the window is about 15 feet.
Okay.
So I would say, yeah, you probably do take a little bit of damage.
Can I climb down the side of the building?
I could drop you a berry. Do you want the berry?
You have claws, so yes, you can climb.
I just climbed down.
Or can you read me Merciful Leap?
Yeah, I mean, it just adds distance to my leaps. It doesn't make me like, if I drop down from a distance, I'm still going to take it. Yeah, I mean, Mirthful Leaps, it's just whenever you make a long or high jump, you roll a d8 and add the number to the feet that I cover. So this, even when making a standing jump, this extra distance cost movement is normal. So I can just jump a longer distance. I think you're right. I think I'll still take damage.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how high we were. I don't like this guy.
Awesome. There is another sack in there. There was
I
2.
loot said sack.
Oh, okay. So that's the one that's right in front of you too. Vito's sack contains 3 blocks of incense, a silver holy symbol of Maliki, shaped like a unicorn's head, and some stolen, worthless, like personal effects, like just little kind of trinkets. There's like a hollowed out root that kind of looks like moving water a little bit, just the way the bark rests on it. You know, just kind of stuff that the the priest of this place probably just had. But yeah, as far as that's what's in that little sack.
Okay.
Anything cool in there, Ignar?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Right on.
You want to trade sacks? I'll trade my sack for your sack.
Oh, sorry, this one's already empty. I mean, if you want an empty sack, you can take the empty sack and I'll take what's in yours.
No, I think you'll like mine. It's really cool. It's got pendants and gems, and money, and
like I said, mine's empty. So if you want an empty sack for this, I mean,
Okay, look, man, put all your money in the sack and give it to me.
Oh, I'm so scared. Do I need to roll a save for this?
With a 7 intimidation, I would just say do like an intelligence saving throw.
Oh man, I was just kidding. That was a funny joke, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Wow.
So funny. So funny.
You know.
Aha.
So while these bandits are looting the church, let's cut to the giant holding the Dragonborn, holding the goblin. How are we proceeding here outside of the church?
Let's cut to what will move us along.
First things first is we sit there for 30 seconds in dead silence.
I think Runt's just kind of like peering over Zix's shoulder, just kind of looking at the goblin, like, hey.
I look over my shoulder, I'm like, "Sup, friend?"
Stop criminals, gun.
He's
So
like,
I'm gonna
"Let
look.
me
I'm gonna
out.
look.
Let me out.
It's like, do you want Daddy?
No,
Just
hold
What's
him.
your-
I can't hold him high enough. Keep holding me up. Keep holding me up.
like, okay,
So,
you want me to just hold the goblin? I can do that.
This is more intimidating, I think.
Okay.
All right. So what can you tell us? What can you tell us there, buddy?
I don't know nothing.
Are you sure?
Well, he doesn't know anything. All right.
Can I approach him? Like you're holding him up, right?
Yes, I'm holding him up, sort of near-ish the window and upside down.
I'm gonna approach
got
the
12 feet
goblin and
in.
like pull out one claw and just run it across his chin and be like, "You sure you've got?"
He's like
Nothing
12
to
feet in
tell
the
us.
air.
Yeah.
He's hanging upside down, isn't he?
Yeah,
You're
but like
leaning out
12
the
He's
window,
not 12
feet in
feet
the air.
tall.
Well, how high up is he?
He's like 12 feet in the air.
You're Runt. We need a little more height, a little higher, buddy.
Because
Okay.
weren't
Just a
you
little higher.
weren't you
A little higher.
wasn't Xinix like sitting on his shoulder at this point?
Well, he's holding him by the armpits.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's probably about like 10 feet up.
If we both reach,
Hmm.
like stretch to hold him up, and then how high is he?
I'd say like 15, 16.
Okay, that's about a story. I think we can get him to the window.
Yeah. But so I was saying, I don't think Ambrose is going to be able to just put a finger unless he climbs up the side of the church.
I've already climbed down the church. I'm not climbing back up the church.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were in the window.
No, he already went down. That's what I was saying.
Let's see. So, thanks to our wonderful little level up, I now have proficiency in persuasion.
Ooh.
So, tell us, little one here. What do we want? I turn back to the party. What do we want to know again? What are we interrogating him for?
Does he know anything about the Nightstone?
Know anything about where the Nightstone went?
Oh.
23
He's-
persuasion.
He's gonna he's like wiggling
Ooh.
around, he's wiggling, he kind of looks and sees like really how high up he is. And he kind of upside down frowns, so it looks like this weird smile because he's upside down. And he kind of crosses his arms in a humph, and he's like, "Man, I don't care about the Nightstone. We're just here because we knew it was empty."
Well, we care about the Nightstone.
Good for you.
Hey, he could drop you right now and you'll just be gone like that.
Also, don't
I
even
wasn't
think about
talking to
attacking
him.
me.
He like looks like his eyes flick backwards at the window where his scimitar is sitting on the ground.
You're not gonna get that.
No.
He's like-
You saw what happened to your buddy up there when he pissed off that forest god, right? You don't want to know what happens when you piss off my god.
Well, fine. I already told you. We just saw that it was empty, and we came, and we were just having fun swinging around on a rope, and you guys all came in, killed Varg, and took all my cool stuff.
All right. Well, then tell me this: how many of you are there in here? You probably came in here with a whole little horde of fellow goblinites, right?
And to be fair, you attacked
well.
us first.
Excuse me? We were not the ones who shot freaking insects out of our hands.
Right, those are
There was 12 of us at first, okay? 12.
12.
Look back at everybody else. How many of these guys have we swatted
Such an
so
odd
far?
number, isn't it?
Uh,
Well, there were
4.
2 in the tavern. That's it.
So 4?
And
That's a
2 in
good
the
4.
temple.
can
a
I
brilliant deduction as always.
Kyros figured the 2 that were here would already be on everybody's mind, so he didn't mention them.
can Skola add to an intimidation if anyone else is doing one by just carrying the dead body of his goblin friend to the cemetery behind them and starting to just dig a hole?
Ooh!
Give me an intimidation check.
Heck yeah.
Did you say if anyone is adding to that? Because Kyros, I think, would see that and be like, sure, we'll see what we can get from this dude.
Keep in mind, everybody, my sultry voice is very persuasive.
Hmm.
I don't know if we're gonna get much more out of him.
Runt is trying really hard not to just put down Zix and go get a boulder to put on the grave.
Oh my gosh. You said intimidation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Why do I have to pick the charisma things? I have -1 to those.
Oh no.
What I get?
You see, it totally works. His eyes, like, you got an 11. His
Right.
eyes, like, narrow at you, but then you trip over a hole in the rock where you guys had originally found the pig. But you kind of, like, still have your feet up, so it's still, like, kind of intimidating. Like, you're definitely holding his friend who is dead, but it doesn't quite have the full effect that you had wanted.
Dope. Cool.
But he's gonna turn back to Xinix and be like, "Look, I told you, okay? We saw them going into the caves, and we came to check it out, and the drawbridge was already closed, so we took
So-
advantage of it.
Who going into the caves?
All the people that never let us in here with all their cool stuff.
Do you know where the caves are?
You're telling us the whole town went underground?
Well, what's left of them? Haven't you seen everyone dead around here?
Hey guys,
that
have we
what
actually
those
seen
are?
any bodies around here?
Pause, have we? Because I don't think we've seen anything.
So,
No.
guys, you haven't, but you have not seen any bodies yet.
No,
Keyword
If I
being-
had a pretty good
yeah.
perception check, I would have noticed a dead body.
yeah,
I am
but
Wow,
concerned.
so you guys have only been to, like, what, one place, maybe?
2.
We've been to 2. Thank
Two
you
in the
very
square.
Well, there's nobody dead outside or here or in the tavern, so no, we haven't seen
We
anybody.
didn't. We
We
didn't
did
kill
see a
anyone. That
couple of
was all
dead
the cloud guy.
goblins.
He just kind of narrows his eyes. So you're really rude.
I think Runt's gonna like
Anyways.
lean into Zix and be like, "Are we gonna kill him or?"
Yeah.
I'll-
Kill me, whatever. I don't care. We didn't kill anyone here. That was the cloud giants. And he kind of looks at Runt as he says it.
Yeah, and
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
Does anybody
Aren't you
remember?
fine?
sorry, what'd you say?
Aren't you annoying?
He's like, I'm just saying, aren't you a giant? Weren't you here?
No, well, I'm half giant.
Oh,
So he's only half here.
Shut
You're
up.
all
I'm
fine.
only half there.
you're all giants to me.
Does anybody
that's
remember
cool.
how quickly the river was moving out?
Fast
Do I
enough to
remember
kill
how
a
fast?
goblin.
Yeah,
be
it's
fast
going
enough to
pretty
kill him,
quickly,
but-
and it's pretty deep too.
All right, I'm down for the merciful execution if we just chuck him in the river.
Tie a boulder to him.
Wait.
He's walking towards the river.
All right.
He's like, whoa. Okay, so I told you about who's here, but I haven't told you about who is in the caves.
All
Don't you
right.
want to know?
That's
I'm
Sure.
listening.
all of the
Okay,
people from this town.
I'm only saying if you put me down and walk away.
Tell
Put
us
you down
first.
and walk away. So make it easy for
So,
you to
okay,
run
okay, okay.
away from us.
Okay, I'm just saying I have to be able to run away, and you guys are freakishly tall. Well, except you, and he points to Ignar.
Yeah, that's you know.
Wait.
That's
How
true.
tall? Hold on. How tall are goblins?
They're like 3 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the rest of us are freakishly tall to them.
Mhm.
I think Runt's gonna hold Zix by one hand and like grab the goblin by the other hand by his other foot and put Zix down and just hold him up and be like and start walking towards the river again.
Right, I'd say that he knows fair well we will not fright thee, so we might as well just, take him the armful act of X, mate.
Why
Aye.
won't you
Untied.
away again?
I say we tie a boulder to him and toss him in.
No, he's being straightforward with us. He's being fair. I say let's do this. Is the drawbridge working?
It would have been if Runt hadn't thrown a rock into half of the.
Oh my god.
Wow, Runt,
Oh my
good
gosh.
job.
I was about to say we
And-
could just pull up the drawbridge, put him in front of it, and then once he tells us, we could lower it for him. But oh well.
So Runt's still walking towards the river, and he just like over the wall. I see her on the edge. He just holds the goblin over the rushing river. His eyes flash white, and he says, "Who's in the cave?"
Give me an intimidation check.
I would love
Ooh,
to.
can I help this by being the good cop in this routine?
22.
Oh,
I don't
my
need
Never mind. I don't
God.
need to help you.
Your help.
You do
We're
you.
good.
He gives like a little like yeah as he looks over the water. He's like, yeah, man, okay. There's a lot of us, okay, and we got the goblin boss. You don't want to go against Hark, the goblin boss, man. And the villagers all went in there. They're dead, dude. They're dead. You don't have to worry about them. The boss and all the ogres and orcs and yeah, there's other stuff in there. You don't want to deal with it.
Orcs?
Can I give an insight check?
See that
Sure.
everything?
You're saying the rest of your little goblin buddies went into the caves after the villagers?
Excuse me, we live in the cave.
Oh, so the villagers went in after the goblins?
Well,
Are we
they
still
were
talking
probably
about the
coming
chilling
forward.
caves, or are we talking about something in town?
Chilling caves. Villagers ran into our zone. They're yelling about some cloud giants. We told them to leave. They don't leave. So they just go deeper in. I mean, I don't know for certain they're dead, okay? I just know that Harp, the boss, was mad. Okay?
Is it bad if I'm kind of on the goblin side now?
Yes.
Ren turns and goes, "Is that everything, guys? Are we good? Can I get rid of him?"
Yeah, let him scurry. Let him. I don't know. Put it to democracy, but I'll let him scurry.
Yeah, take care of him.
Can
Yeah.
just to see if this goblin knows anything else, can Kyros cast thaumaturgy and try to intimidate him more?
Sure.
Get higher than a 22?
Okay.
You could try.
I'll try. Eh.
So he's just like so wigged out at this point. Ambrose is saying just toss him. He's kind of like he's looking around, he's looking at you, he sees you're like shaking and flickering or whatever, and then he's just like, okay, I think this blue dude is my new favorite dude, and I think he should be your favorite dude, and you should do what your favorite dude says, which is what I'm sure.
See, now the little guy's talking sense.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
because
yeah.
he thinks you're his favorite dude.
Favorite dude. He's everyone's favorite dude.
I think Runt says, "If no one has a problem," he pulls the goblin back over land, but then just chucks him across the river to the other side of land.
What?
He has 2 hit points.
Oh no! He's gonna die.
In
Well,
Runt's mind, he'll survive because he's going to be on land. He'll be fine.
I was gonna say
And just falls and rolls in like a limp heap.
Runt turns back and, like, smiling to the group, goes like, he'll be fine.
I was about to say we could tie him up and take him with us, but I guess that we're
Right, I think it's a little too late for that now.
I think so too, unless you've got a revive spell. Because I don't.
Runt's like, why didn't you say something?
I'm not even gonna turn around. It's gonna be one of those cartoon moments of like I'm just locked eyes with the party. He chucks the goblin behind us, and I'm not even gonna look.
It's like walking away from an explosion, but
Right,
away
well,
from a murder.
Runt's like, I'm sorry, I didn't think we should keep him.
That's okay. I mean,
right,
let bygones be bygones.
I do know the general direction of how to get there, and we saw a circle on a map. I didn't exactly know what that meant. I just thought it was a pretty tapestry, but
Did
I
we
do
take it?
believe that I could lead us there.
We
So-
did.
If we give the goblin a good berry, will he pop back up to 1?
Here's the
No,
thing.
dude.
Here's the thing. I think that goblin is full dead, right?
I have to agree. I think he's dead as well.
Oh my god, the entire chat is like rip F. Oh my god.
If I roll, I'm gonna roll 4d6s. If I roll lower than 7 total, then he's going to be able to be resuscitated.
Right, that's barely possible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But hey, she's been rolling really well today.
Oh, nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
He's dead.
He's still dead.
No.
I'd like to pull out my piccolo and solemnly play a little very high-pitched death march.
Like, I think you said there's more goblins, so
You're
we'll just
100%
get
right. You're
another
100% right.
goblin.
Right. I spin some magic. I spin some magic around in my piccolo as you all see that it just morphs and it twists into a penny whistle.
Of course.
And
of
then
course.
With a little bit more magic on my lips.
oh wait, no, copyright.
Hey, we have 5 seconds. As long as it's less than 5 seconds, we're fine.
While I agree with Skola that we should definitely take all of us up to that cave, we did also promise Kella that we would go and talk to the guards down south.
There's
Right,
also
but that was before we knew that she was working for the KGB black market. So
there's also so many buildings we haven't searched yet, guys.
Oh,
Well,
also,
here's the
really
thing.
quick.
The
Really quick,
dwarf
you guys
brings up
don't
a
know
good
that.
point. We
Yeah, technically only Xinix knows that right now. Because he only said, like, keep an eye out on her. She knows more than she knows. So you guys don't, that's still a mystery to you guys.
Aside
that's-
from whoever
that's
it was,
true.
I mentioned
Sorry.
the snake too.
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
No worries.
Skola definitely
No
would
worries.
still be trying to help.
I think
So let's go take a look at that broken bridge, shall we?
yeah. Runt says, yeah, let's do that, and hopefully we can find another goblin, because I don't know if that last one made it.
You know, I think that one will still be there when we get back.
Right,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
have to worry. I think that goblin is doing fine over there where it is.
Oh,
man. Don't
I really
worry
hope
about it
so.
too hard.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You guys imagine the next
forget
party that
about
comes
that.
across this place?
Oh my god!
Oh man.
I mean,
I really
honestly, it
wish
won't look
that
that different. It'll just
Roll20
be a
would
bunch
keep
of rocks
track.
and a bunch of dead goblins.
Roll
like,
20
hey,
should
if we need
keep
to get
track
across-
of everyone who's done this campaign.
Are you?
How many
Laura, are
people
you
Runt his
pinging the
throat and
windmill?
killed in the process?
No, Ignar's pinging the windmill. It's like, yes, Ignar, I see you. You're looking at the windmill. What do you want?
Hey, let's go to the windmill.
But
What
1
for?
second, real quick. Can everyone kind of go back to the square? Because we were kind of over by the. Everyone was over by the
Oh.
alternative tavern, and then we'll make our way from the square.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Again.
no, that makes me think we're gonna find more goblins and spend another hour fighting them.
I'm
Oh,
just saying,
God.
like,
Right, I'm a little more worried we're gonna find a lot of dead bodies.
you can
Runt
see.
says, I vote we check out the castle.
You can see I'm pinging where Beto rests.
Oh, Beto.
Wait, can you ping it again?
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
By
That's
the
where the
missing
boulder
tree.
Oh, I
previously was.
see.
Wait,
by the
hold up.
tree that Runt was trying to throw the rock at.
Oh,
Did
wow.
he hit the
I
tree?
hit it,
Did he
right.
get the tree this time?
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Oh my gosh. Do a luck check to see if he actually hit the tree. Just
Alright,
roll
do
a
it.
d20 yellow.
Oh wait, whoops, sorry.
Slash R.
17.
Actually, yeah,
Nice.
he did like hit it, but he rolled and just like touched the trunk.
Here's the thing, guys. Skola really wants to be sad to see the death of one of Nyland's creatures, but he hit the tree.
Yeah.
He hit the tree.
Hit the
That was
tree.
the first
Runt's
thing that
like-
any of us tried to do, and it's just, oh man, Skola's happy.
Runt's like, I told you
the
I could hit
goblins
it.
were also desecrating the temple, so I feel like Skola would be happy about that too.
Hey, that's some good arm you got on there, right there, Runt.
Oh, thank you. I told you I could hit the tree. The last one was a fluke.
I think you just learned you gotta throw goblins instead of boulders, and then you're a dead shot.
That's true. Should I go get the body so I have projectiles?
Aye,
I
that's
feel
all
like-
right. I think that we should go. Hey, what's over here in this windmill?
Oh,
All right, we got another vote for the windmill. Are we going to the windmill?
So I'll say with that, with
God.
our mission now being to head towards the windmill, that is where we will wrap up for today.
Jeez.
All right.
oh, so
I
good.
can't wait for us to spend the entirety of the next episode in the windmill.
Just
Well
the windmill.
done.
I'm still playing the penny whistle.
It's
Yeah.
playing
gonna
My
be
Heart Will
November
Go
before
On.
It's gonna be November before we leave this town.
All right, guys, thank you
Taking us
so
to
much for that
extension.
incredibly exciting adventure.
We moved a whole of like what, 10 feet?
Well, you know what?
I
Well,
think
but
we're back to
NPC.
where we started.
You
Yeah, we
may,
went back to the entrance.
you may not
New
have
buildings, and we're back at the freaking entrance.
you may not have moved many steps forward, but as characters and as people
That's-
and giants and half giants and dwarves and tieflings and oh my gosh,
Tiefling.
all of the things that you are, you have
And
moved
satyrs.
at least yards.
And goat people.
And
think we-
satyrs. Thank you.
I think we've grown closer as friends.
So I
don't
do
you?
think-
And Runt goes for a group hug.
Oh no!
I think I'll make sure to send you guys the recap before we go live so that you can remember all of the amazing choices you made tonight. So
There
thank
were
you
very
all
few of them,
so much
so-
for
I made
joining
such
us
poor
tonight
choices.
on this adventure, and please come back, join us again next Monday as they continue on, and we will
Maybe we'll make it to the cast.
check out our schedule
Maybe.
for our other stream days and the variety content that we bring you each week. With that, how about you all help us sing it out with the credits? I still need to update them, but thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
the
joining us
donations
all.
tonight. Y'all are
yes.
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Thank
you guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We
Thanks
shall
so much,
see
everybody.
what the windmill holds, shall we?
Everybody,
Another
tip
two
your
goblins.
foozes.
And a 1 and a
Tip
2
your
and a
head.
1, 2, 3. Do, do, do,
My
do.
name
Nobody use copywritten music.
We
don't wanna get shut
Is very good for that.
down.
Run.
Bye.